Grand Rising. King, excuse me. Queens, family. House Pausers out there. What's going on? Mr. House Paus over here. Broadcast brought to you by Momentum with Jay. You can't have a moment without some momentum. Real distinguished gentlemen. Distinguished book club. Aptly Married TV. 5 Forks Up. Let's get it. Repeat after me. I am great. I am abundance. I focus on opportunities over obstacles. I am more than enough. I am worthy. I will grow bigger than any problems. I will grow myself to bigger than any problems, to where a bigger problem is no problem. I will grow. So yeah, man, man, we was talking, me and wifey last night, we was talking about it, right? Like, man, do you know that a lot, I mean so much stuff can be fixed with communication? Like, if a mug would just communicate, it would be a lot of stuff you could solve. Repair, fix, get going, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, man. Like, it's just a conversation, man. That's what it takes. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of us, and I'm in a relationship, I'm married, so you know what I mean? I'm gonna say us. When I say us, I mean people in committed, 100% committed relationships. A lot of us stop communicating and fail to communicate in the correct manner. You know what I mean? Like, yes, y'all still talk, but do y'all talk about what matters? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I think I talked about it the one time. I was like, I told wife, I said, man, I think the lust in our relationship is dwindling. You know what I mean? And so we did something about it. It was just my feeling. It may have been doing it. It may not have been doing it. I don't know. But I felt like it was. This is just my feelings. I felt like it was, so we did something about it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people in relationships, man, I'm gonna just say it. Y'all, man, you do stuff you don't really want to do. Man. Yeah, you do stuff you really don't want to do. You be around people you don't want to be around. It's insanity to me, man. Like, wifey will tell you, if she asks me to do something and I don't want to do it, I'll be like, no, I'm not doing that. But a lot of people, man, this stuff they know they don't want to do. And they do it anyway, and they just unhappy doing it. Like, why even go through that? Why not just be like, nah, I'm cool on that? You know what I mean? Man, I don't think I took my blood pressure medicine. Yeah, so you know what I mean? That's a key thing, man. Communication, man. Start communicating with your significant other. You know what I mean? And this the thing with me and wifey. She know we can talk about anything. I mean, anything, everything, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. That's just how our relationship is made. That's how we built our shit. So it's like, yeah, you can communicate, but are you communicating effectively? That's the question. Like, are you, when you communicate something, does it get handled right then, or do you go back over and over and over and over and over and again and again and again? Because my thing is, like I told wifey, I don't mind us having disagreements and arguing, because we're gonna do that. That's human nature. If you're in a relationship and 100% of your relationship is always peachy, something wrong. Like somebody cheating, somebody got an outside influence, something going on in that relationship, because I don't believe, and that is just my opinion, I don't believe two people raised completely different ways are going to always get along. Or raised by different people. Like, period. I don't feel like they're going to 100% get along all the time. All the time they getting along. That's not realistic. Now, all the time in public, you getting along, that's very realistic. That's me and wifey's thing. You know what I'm saying? We don't never talk down to each other in public. We don't never talk shit to each other in public. You know what I mean? And if we do, one of us, like, cause usually, so let me break it down for you. So the other night, it was a situation where wifey had said something that I didn't feel she should have said. I didn't flip out on her right at that point. You see what I'm saying? Like, I took that. And I waited till we got home, then I was like, hey babe, then I talked to her about it. You see what I'm saying? So it's possible to be happy in public all the time. But I mean happy period all the time, I don't believe that's possible. Because, you know what I mean? If you're raised by two different people, you bring in two different opinions, two different thought processes, two different upbringings, two different programmings. You bring in two different everythings into one relationship. So it's not going to be like peaches all the time. And I get that. But at the same time, it does not need to be like a tornado all the time. On the same note, I feel like it don't have to be a tornado all the time, man. So do this, man. So pause. We're going to have a 2-part session today, man. I'm going to do this twice. So pause. Off pause. Yeah. So I'm like, my fault. Take my vitamins. Yeah, man. So I'm like, are you communicating effectively? You know what I mean? Like, when you communicate, is the situation handling is are you handling the situation, or are you just talking about it? You know what I mean? Like, once you talk about it, do something get done? You know what I'm saying? Do something move, or do it stay the same? Nothing gets solved, nothing gets resolved, nothing gets anything. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of two things. You don't know how to communicate, or your partner don't listen. You see what I'm saying? You don't communicate effectively, or your partner's not listening. Now, there's a difference, and I'm sure we all grown-ups, there's a difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is the acts of sounds bouncing off, of vibrations bouncing off your eardrum. That's hearing. Listening is actively thinking about what somebody is saying to you. Like, actively. Like, as they speaking. So that's why I say this a little, I've said this before, like, people that have disagreements, right? Them people that already have a response for what you say, they're not listening. They're listening, or better yet, how the one saying go, they're listening to react. They're listening to respond, not to learn. You see what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm telling you, man, a lot of conversations, man. I mean, a lot of them are simple communication errors. And you can fix a lot of stuff with a simple conversation. Just a simple one. And I ain't even saying about being aggressive about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Nick, motherfucker, you supposed to do. I'm saying, like, asking them, like, hey, you said you was gonna do this. What's going on with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, man, it's one of two things. Either you're not communicating effectively or your partner doesn't listen. But you should know if they listen or not if y'all been in a relationship for long enough. I feel like you should know if a person listened in the first week or two of being around them, you know what I'm saying? If they listening and watching and trying to learn what you do and don't like, you see what I'm saying? Like that's being, you know what I mean, active in your relationship type shit. But yeah. So just think about that, man. Great talk, great talk. We about to be back for part 2. Don't even worry about it. We coming right back. You know what I mean? But the game is they got 15-minute entries when you first start your channel new. So you can only go for 15 minutes. Then because the thing would be too long. The video would be too long. So yeah, man. But yeah. We'll be right back, man. We off pause over here.